And welcome back on this Monday morning. Now, if the fall season makes you feel a little nostalgic, you might be craving some of those great fall foods. And this morning, Ashley Kirkland joins us from Farmer Q's in Marquette with more on how they make their wonderful deals that they've got there. Ashley?
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. I'm back at Farmer Q's in Marquette, and right now I'm joined by store owner Tom Bryan. Tom, this store has been here since 2006, but your family has been in the apple business for quite some time. Tell us about that experience.
Yes, it's been roughly 141 years. 1872 is when my family started growing and harvesting apples here in Michigan.
Great. So what kind of apples do we have here, and what are they good for making?
Well, apple season is just getting underway. It was later spring, and we've had cooler temperatures this summer. So right now we have roughly 8 different varieties of apples. And as the season progresses, we get up to about 25 different varieties. And they cover the whole gamut from just snacking on fresh to your favorite favorite pie or apple dessert. We tend to carry a variety that will satisfy any of those needs.
So say I wanted to make an apple pie or something, which apple would I choose here? What would be a good one?
Right now for today, I would take the Gala apples. This is a good apple for pies out of the varieties that we have right now. Northern Spy will be started to be picked later this week, which is the perfect apple for pies. But I would choose the Gala. It holds up to cooking temperatures so that you still have a firm fruit piece after you're done baking your pie.
In Michigan, a lot of your apples are from Michigan. Where does Michigan stand in the demographic of apple growing?
We're the 3rd largest state for apple production. Washington's number 1, New York's number 2, and then we're 3rd.
Okay, and so for someone like me who's not familiar with apples or when to pick them, what's the prime season to start picking apples and when to stop?
Well, the apple harvest is really getting geared up this week. Like I said, we have about 8 varieties right now. But the McIntosh, which is really a mainstay of the apple season, those are going to start this week. And I would say, the next 2 weeks is really going to be a perfect time for apples.
All right, thank you so much, Tom, and we'll be back a little bit later. And I may add that they do specialize in making caramel apples. They have some delicious caramel apples here. And hopefully, Vicki, this has inspired you to make Sean and I an apple pie a little bit later. Oh. I'll take it back to you in the studio for now. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette, TV6 News.
Oh, sure, you dump that right on me. You make them chilly and you never hear the end. Back, everyone, as we get more into the fall weather, some great fall foods are now being available. Here in the UP, you can get those great treats at your local market like Farmer Q's. Ashley Kirkland joins us live from Farmer Q's with more about how they have great stuff for you. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. We're back here at Farmer Q's Market in Marquette, and I'm joined again by owner Tom Bryan. Tom, tell us about the difference between the Honeycrisp apple and the Sweet Tango apple.
Yeah, 2 newer varieties, meaning in the last 15 years or less. We have the Honeycrisp here, and then we have the Sweet Tango there. And they were developed at the University of Minnesota. And the Honeycrisp came out in the mid-90s, late 90s, and it's a very popular snacking apple. It's crisp, and it's juicy at the same time. It's kind of a apple breakthrough, if you will. And the folks over there at the University of Minnesota also came out with this Sweet Tango, which is an earlier variety of the Honeycrisp. A Honeycrisp is a cross between a Macallan apple and a Honey Gold, where the Sweet Tango is a cross between a Honeycrisp and a Zestar. And the Sweet Tango was developed to have an earlier variety of the Honeycrisp, so to get the apple season up and going a little bit earlier. But these are very popular, very tasty, and the Sweet Tango's only been available the last 4 seasons. That's how new of an apple variety it is.
So people can't expect to see these growing on their trees, correct?
Yes, they are grown on trees. Is that...
when you say that they were formed at the University of Minnesota?
Oh, yeah, they crossbred them, and by that they're splicing tree limbs onto rootstock in order to get the flavor of two apples into one.
Okay, and so thank you for sharing all the apple facts with us. What else do we have here as far as fresh produce for fall?
Fall, a lot of hard squashes. What we have here are the four main varieties: butternut, buttercup, acorn, and of course spaghetti. You know, they're great for soups or other various fall dishes.
All right. Thank you so much, Tom, for being with us this morning. And if you're ready to get your fall recipes started, you might want to come down here to Farmer Q's to get all your fall produce. And you can also join them at the Farmers Market every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I'll take it back to you in the studio. Vicki Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette, TV6 News.
All right. Thank you very much, Ashley, and your TV